I guess yeah. If you I guess a little bit above average looking, you know, life gets a little bit easier to a certain degree. But if you're a woman, life is always easy.
Nah, what?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Coffee Breakup.
Starring Christian Vera.
I'm Marvin Charles. The best podcast ever. With that being said, make sure you like this video down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring the notification bell down below.
Follow us
on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter.
We got a website at coffeebreakup.com. We got some merch. Check us out. All that information is on that website.
Yes. With that being said, let's jump right in. We were already jumping in.
Yeah, we're already like starting. Maide?
Maide.
What's your full name?
Okay, so my full name is Maide González.
Maide.
Right.
What part of Cuba are you from?
Yeah. That's what it is.
I wish I had like my Cuban ass name.
Cuban link?
No, I don't have a Cuban link. It has like, whatever, it's very Cuban.
Okay.
I'm from Cienfuegos, Cuba, and I left when I was 8.
Oh, you were a little bit older.
Yeah, honestly, I would say I was a little bit younger, but since like I was in 4th grade all the way to like 9th grade, I would spend the 3 months of summer vacation in the US in Cuba.
Okay.
So I would like literally grow up with all those people. So I'm very much Cuban. But my González is reserved for only when people are pissed at me. That's it.
So Maide, I forgive him. He's half German, he's a mutt.
I'm a mutt. Yeah.
He's not Dominican.
I'm not Dominican or Puerto Rican or Cuban.
For all those watching.
Exactly.
He's actually German and
African American.
Are you actually German or like?
I was born there. I have a German passport.
Speak German to us. Say something nice to us.
Ich liebe euch beide.
What does that mean?
I love both of you guys.
Thank you.
I moved here when I was 16, so I was a little bit older. And you know, my dad's American, my mom's German. And yeah, it was a big adjustment coming here. And then I've been living for 12 years now. 29, 13 years.
And listen, he's a writer. He's an author in English.
In English.
Although maybe you should do some German writing.
Not big of a market, you know.
You can make it big.
Yeah.
Explode. Yeah. So yeah, like English isn't my first language either. So I moved here. So forgive my pronunciation of your first name.
He butchers everybody's name.
Butcher everybody's name.
Everybody has butchered my whole name in my life, like completely. I've been called Magdelis, Maidelis, Madales, like everything in the book.
How come you moved here or your family relocated here when you were 8? Like, is there a particular reason why that was happening?
Honestly, we left Cuba because
Communism
fucking sucks, dude. Like,
but a lot of people can't even leave, you know? I mean, there's that part where people wish they could.
We were honestly blessed because actually my grandparents' parents, my great-grandparents were Spanish. Okay. So then from that whole side, we got the Spanish citizenship. So we actually left Cuba and we went to Spain. And first, my dad and my sister left over there. And they stayed there for a year, you know, scouted out the area, figured everything out for me and my mom because I was 8. And then when everything was ready, a year later, me and my mom moved. But that was like around 2008, 2009, which the economy sucked.
Yeah.
Oh,
so imagine the economy in Europe. It was disgusting. So then my dad came over here with like a couple of aunts. And he was like, oh my God, the US is so great. Everything's so beautiful. Look at Disney. Look at that. Like the houses.
Yeah.
So then he was like, all right, fuck this. Let's leave. And then we all picked up everything out of our lives and left again when we came over here. And then, because he said the economy sucked in Europe, but then when we got here, the economy sucked here too.
Yeah, it sucked everywhere.
So then he almost wanted to say like, okay, he told like my mom and my sister, I wasn't part of it. I found out like years after. He was like, okay, so let's pick up everything and let's go back to Cuba. And then my mom was like, what?
No,
and my sister was like, I'm not doing this.
Really? It was that bad where he considered going back?
No, he left.
He did?
No, like, okay, he left to like Puerto Rico or something because whatever. And then my grandpa, like his dad got on the phone. He was like, you're an asshole. Like, you need to go back and protect those girls.
Yeah.
And he was here for like a good little minute and then he ended up leaving. I think he's in Cuba right now. I don't know.
Do you still go back or have you been back since or no?
I haven't been back since 2018.
Okay. Not too long ago.
But I'm trying to go back like really, really soon. I have a nephew now, so my sister definitely wants to take him over there and stuff like that. So I want to go. I haven't seen my grandparents or, you know, that. I have a lot of family over there, like a lot of childhood friends that I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I've been. Have you been?
No, I was like 10 years old when I went.
Yeah, I went. I was 2016, I think. And actually, I had a really good time. Very humbling. It's a very humbling experience to go and kind of and see the people are so kind and genuine, and it's a great atmosphere, to be honest with you.
It really, really is. Honestly, I would I would love to go to Cuba to fall in love, honestly.
Really?
Yes, like I will have so many boyfriends. I will have like 2 in Cienfuegos, like 3 in Cumanayagua, which is like, but none of them will ever find out ever about me unless that one time that everybody did. But I will always pretend that I was from there. I would never say I was from the US. But aside from that, everybody was super genuine, very cool, like very real, like very face to face. Not the BS that you see here. Like I was here and everybody was like eating crap on the phone or like whatever. And like trying to, I don't know, like I think that was like when I was in middle school and people here were like, I started already worrying about body counts. I'm like, what is that? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
and in Cuba, they were like giving you flowers or like they would stare at you and they would like show
still
up.
that cute shit.
Yeah, they were like
the genuine like innocence almost. Kind of say,
yes. But at this point, they're all contaminated because they all have phones and Wi-Fi. So now, like,
so the whole thing spread over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been living here for a while now, and you say you live around downtown, right?
Yeah.
Close by. What is it that you, just to give people a little bit of an idea of what is it that you do? You know.
Almost everything in the book, anything.
Really?
I definitely have worked a lot of different jobs. Recently, right now I'm just doing promotions right now.
Okay.
And before that I was doing COVID testing. Before that I was doing Uber like ridiculously, and I was also an assistant. And before that I was also doing assistant, Uber, home inspections, and then before that, God knows, I don't know. I like worked into everything.
Hustler.
Yes,
so you
honestly.
Hustler.
All over the place.
Yeah, put it that way. It sounds like a mess.
No, but
It's a beautiful mess, I'll tell you that. But I really, yeah.
And you, so obviously at the beginning you said you just turned 22.
Yes,
right?
sir.
On March 26th.
Yeah.
Birthday.
That's right, March 26th.
March 26th, my birthday too. So how is it for you now? Like 22. I mean, we are like a little bit on the other opposite spectrum. I mean, I just turned 29, literally in the same day. Chris is 29 too.
I feel like you guys are babies either way.
No, I don't feel like that.
My lower back disagrees with me.
I wake up in the morning.
Like I have to like stretch it, like, you know.
Every day stretching. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Before we continue, we just want to say thank you for supporting us, and we hope you enjoyed the show so far.
As you know, we're growing like crazy, so we want to give you guys more content, but we're very limited on what it is that we can put on social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, all that good stuff. We got to battle their algorithm. So we do want to move a lot of over our content to Patreon, where we have more control to really interact with you guys and give you guys what it is that you want. So moving forward, the audio full episodes will still be available on Spotify and iTunes, but we are going to be changing things up when it comes to the video to put it on Patreon. Now, stick around to the end of the episode where we'll talk a little bit more about Patreon. You can see what it is that we're doing, but we have full control to really interact with you guys and give you guys what it is that you want. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. That being said,
enjoy the show.
Peace.
Like how, like, because I really wanted to bring you on, and also was like kind of talk to you about like the lifestyle and dating, Miami. Kind of, it could be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. And you're a part-time promoter, so I'm sure you've seen all that and more. Yeah. Where, like, what do you see the lifestyle, the direction that Miami and people are going in right now, and the dating life, and kind of how that all fits in?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like everybody is very different, and like whoever, depending on the person that you are, it's like what you want to take out of it, right?
Right.
I definitely don't see, because a lot of people say like Miami's toxic, Miami's full of fake people or whatever, and I get so mad when I hear that, because I don't think it's true. Like, really? I have the bestest friends in the world, and like I don't know if I've been blessed to meet like amazing people every single time I'm away. There's always been trashy people here and there, but there are lessons, and then you move on. But I've met the most beautiful, kind human beings ever. And like when people say that Miami's fake and Miami's that, it's like they're fake and they're trash because you're looking in the wrong places, or there's something wrong with you, honestly, because that hasn't happened to me at all.
That is so refreshing.
That is different.
Yeah.
It is.
I did not expect that.
That's the type of shit we say. No, it's like you attract what it is that you put out.
That is true.
It's true, yeah. And like, for example, like the love life and things like that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really do too much dating. I've had like 3 boyfriends my whole entire life. And those long periods of time that I've been single or whatever, I don't really date. But in the moment that like you go out there and you start meeting people, like, it is true that sometimes people are just like empty and vain, and like, they don't really have much to them, but that's probably because you're not really looking for it. But like, I really do believe that when I want somebody, I literally sit there, I'm like, universe, okay, I'm ready. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Like manifesting it?
Yeah, I manifested every single boyfriend I've had, for sure, to the T.
Are you currently dating someone right now, or?
No, I'm not. But it's complicated.
Why the face? It's complicated.
What? All right, let's manifest something. Let's manifest.
No. That's like to get me shit
So
together.
what did we manifest this complication?
Oh my God, for sure. God.
Really?
To the T. It was literally so funny because I met him and I wasn't really like looking for anything, kind of, just like I really wanted entertainment, right? And then
I like her.
but it's true. Like I was like lonely. I had just moved to downtown and I had a roommate and dude, it was rough. Like we were literally in that apartment with 2 twin mattresses in the middle of the living room sleeping there,
Really?
us 2 together because we don't like sleeping alone. We were sleeping there together for like a good 2 months. No furniture, no nothing, or annoying us dogs barking everywhere. Like we had nothing. And then like at some point, in September.
Imagine the scene.
It's true. A lot of people don't think that this fucking shit happens, but it really does.
Yeah,
like
of course.
we really struggled through it, and like out of nowhere, like we just picked up, and now thankfully our apartment is fully furnished, and we feel like big girls. So I'm very proud of that.
Nice.
When I met him, me and my roommate were just going through one of those crises, right? And we're like, dude, we live in downtown. We're paying downtown rent. We live in Miami. Let's live Miami. I was like, okay, so whatever, let's go. Let's start going out. Fuck it, whatever. And then when we met out, when we went out and stuff, like I didn't really meet a lot of people. I would just meet kind of like the friend of whoever she met or whatever. And then that one day that like I met him, it was just like we were a freaking Dirty Rabbit, like the trashiest place in the world. I had never gone in my defense ever. That was the first time that I gone. I went in. It was pretty bad. And like literally we were all sitting down and me and her were sitting down. We're like, okay, good. We came, we saw, we didn't conquer anything, but I'm glad we did because there's nothing here. And then when I looked to the side, there's this skinny dude and this other dude. And they like lock eyes into me and then start walking. I'm like, oh, here we go. And then whatever, he comes up to us and like immediately like I locked eyes with him. So I was like, okay, you're mine. And then the other guy like came to my roommate. And then it was just so funny because I was so out of it, like not even looking for anything, just like, you know, like a chat, that when his friend came back to check up on him, like how was it going with me or whatever, and he heard us, he was like, dude, are you really talking about credit scores right now? Me and him were like talking about credit scores. He was like talking to me how to help me with my credit score.
For real?
Yeah, and they were like getting married in the middle of the club. They literally walked down holding hands and everything.
Wait, hold up.
Who is this guy?
Wait. So his pickup line approach was, yo, baby, what's your credit at?
It wasn't really like
You
that.
wanna know
It
what my
was,
credit score is?
it was more like, it was like, oh, so what's your name? I'm like, Maide, what's your name? He was like, oh, blah. And then I was like, oh. I ain't gonna say shit. Okay. And then he was like, oh, where do you live? I was like, downtown. He was like, where do you live in West Miami River? And then he was like, oh, this and that. I was like, no, what's your credit score? Because you want to know everything about me. And then he was like, oh, actually, it's like a 780. I was like, oh, shit, for real? Why did you do that? And then like, whatever, we're like,
Damn.
That boy is on some.
yeah, no. And then whatever. So it was just funny. And then that day was it. We're like, man, whatever. Went back home. It was nothing. And like the only reason we kind of like stayed in contact was because of my roommate. And then had like the thing with his like little best friend or whatever, but that didn't work out. And then me and him just kind of stayed talking. And it was still like very casual and stuff. But then obviously Aries' charm, you will know about that, made him fall in love with me. And
Yeah,
then,
he did.
Yeah. And then he had already told me, why are you laughing? It's very true.
I'm not. It's funny. You're very like.
Just kidding. Yeah. And then and then nothing. He just started like getting all these feelings and stuff when he had like literally sat up and like one moment, like I'm very cariñosa, like I'm very like caring and stuff like that. So I guess when he saw that, he was like, oh, you know, like I don't want a relationship.
He said that?
Yes, dude. And I was like, okay, like be your obnoxious self. Watch out. You're gonna want this relationship in a little bit. And whatever, I just kept playing cool. Like I didn't really care. And then I started saying that he really liked me. This like man literally like would get me cookies every night and like bought me a nightstand. Mind you, I said I never had furniture. So like when I had a bed, I didn't have anything in my room. It was just my bed and empty walls. He got me like a nightstand, and he would like give me like these lights. He would like give me like all these little cute little presents, right? That they were really thoughtful. And then he started meeting my friends, and like I think he like met my sister and things like that. And I was like, okay, this is going somewhere. And like, you know, like we don't have to talk about it. Like we know what's up. Like we don't really have to, you know, put a name into it. We don't have to like really be specific. We're having a great time. I don't know where this guy starts being like really sus on his phone. And I'm like, oh my God.
There you go.
I'm not gonna have this conversation. This is stupid. And then I see it, and I actually see it. I'm like, huh, all right, no problem. Then I see it again, and I was like, okay. I said to him, I was like, mira, papito, I was really sad. I had to like get myself together for like a little while, like for 2 days. I remember it was like the weekend, and I was working. I went to Kiki's, and I was so sad. Like I couldn't take a picture to save my life. Like all my pictures look like a sad little puppy. Yeah, because like I knew that.
Yeah, someone was up.
Yeah, and then whatever. I just had that. I was like, listen, I respect what you said because you were very open with me at the beginning. Like, oh, you didn't want a relationship, and I definitely want a lot more than what you're giving me. So I'm gonna go look for it somewhere else.
You told him that?
Yeah, dude.
What did you say?
Oh my God, Maide, please, no, whatever. Like, I'm sorry. I was like, didn't you say you didn't want a relationship? You were sitting in the same couch when you told me you didn't want a relationship. And he was like, no, but it's like you're special. I'm like, okay, no problem. And then he became like the perfect hubby in the world.
Okay, so and then now you guys are still kind of.
Is he still the perfect hubby in the world?
No.
Hey, wake up!
No, he's an idiot. Whatever. He's definitely gonna see this. You're an idiot.
Well, this is gonna be out a little bit later, so hopefully by then you can see the damage you've caused, and hopefully you fixed it.
Yeah, hopefully by the time it's it's.
No, fuck
no,
it.
it's okay. He's really cool. He's a really good person, honestly. Like,
how old is this guy?
He's 23.
Okay. Oh, you're 22. They're the same age.
But wait, I have a question. So it started off with okay, whatever. Well, you wanted something serious. He now stepped up, but it seems like.
No, he stepped up. This was like all the way back, like in September or something like that. It was
okay.
Oh shit! Where are we now? It's April.
Yeah, it's April.
Where are you?
April's like what it is? April's like.
Yeah.
Where are you guys?
Yeah. So then.
Oh, we're nothing.
We're nothing.
No, we're not nothing. We're just like like in that phase, like after you break up, like people that just don't like say like, oh, like we're broken up and like that's it. Don't speak ever again. Like you have like a time to talk and things like that. We went through that time, and then we kept wanting to talk to each other, so then we did. And then we're still talking to each other.
You guys are still fucking right now. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I'm trying to be a lady here.
That's what it is. So, okay, so backtrack. Because you wanted something serious, but then you said, we don't have to talk about it. It's the whole thing. Like, we don't have to make it a label. But you did want something official.
Yeah, but like, I kind of just expected to know what's up, dude. Like, I don't
But she did. She pretty much brought it up to him, like, yo, I want something more. And then
she brought it up because you saw something sketchy on his phone. But if you would have from the not get-go, but if you would have established, hey, listen, like labeled what you guys have. I don't want to say
But that
label.
wasn't like really my agenda. Like I just kind of wanted to have fun, and then we both realized that we're both really cool. We're like, yo, like let's make something out of this, and we'll see each other every day,
right,
and things like that. And like it just kind of happened. We both really didn't know that you will meet like a really cool person in Dirty Rabbit. Like who the fuck was that? Like,
well, we do say that. You never know when you're gonna meet him, but that's not really the place you'd think.
Yeah,
but apparently. Maybe it is.
Yeah, you can find true love in Dirty Rabbit.
Dirty Rabbit. We should get sponsored by them.
I don't know.
Okay, so you brought it up to him. Fast forward, whatever. Now you guys are kind of still.
No, now we're just like trying to come to terms that we're not gonna be very present in each other's lives anymore, and like trying to learn how to be separate and not have each other as like a backbone or anything.
But y'all still fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no comments.
Yeah, you guys. I mean.
No, I am honestly.
Hey, you guys had something,
yeah,
a little bit of history. You guys had, spent a lot of time together. So I can see that it's just gonna be difficult to cut ties if you keep on fucking.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be difficult overall to cut ties. So like not talk to each other. Like it's just like really funny things. There had been like a really good streak that we hadn't talked to each other, but then like something came up in my life and I was like, dude, like I need to tell him. And I call him. This man was freaking. He was like, what happened to you? Oh, dude, no, I had achievement to tell you. And then he was like, oh, okay, whatever. And like we started talking. Like ever since then, like we kept talking and talking.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened? I don't understand.
It was like a life event.
Yeah, but no, not that. But what happened that you guys decided to like for it to be complicated? Because it seems like you guys still like care, like you guys still fuck with each other.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, what are you doing, dude? You're obsessed with me. You're in love with me. Like, what's up with you? Like that's why I don't understand. I feel like a lot of
23.
He's 23.
Yeah, he's 23. That's what I'm saying.
No offense, my guy.
No offense. Grow up, honestly. Like it's annoying. And I understand because I feel like he handled it like very maturely. Like he's very adamant about where he is in life right now. And he's like really wanting to make himself, like work for himself and like figure his shit out. And you can't really do that good when you have somebody on you.
Okay,
right?
you can, but I mean I agree with you because they say, oh, if you really want to, you can make it work.
No, you really can, but like, dude, we're young. Like,
That's
come
what I'm
on,
saying. Like, and not only that, we're in this kind of like a stage where it's like we are kind of figuring it out. Especially you're a little bit younger than us, so it's like we're still kind of figuring it out. Some people are figuring it out sooner than later. But this is the time where you want to grind. This is the time where you can take those risks. I think we're realizing that now, where it's like I'd rather risk it by myself than bring somebody else along and then I fail or succeed. But it's like time that I have to now take away from trying to accomplish myself to get to something. So I get you. It's frustrating.
It is because when I was 23, bro, I was a hot mess.
Yeah,
I was all over the place.
I would have shown up drunk probably this morning. Like if I was 23, I probably would have been partying last night. I showed up pretty still hammered.
I feel like I did that when I was 18. Like I'm over that.
Really?
18, yeah.
I started partying when I was like 15. So I got all that out of my system. I'm an old lady. I want to be home. I want to hang out with my dog. Like I don't want to go out.
When did you start partying?
I was a little bit older. But I'm a guy. I
waited till I got
Don't blame it on Miami.
I waited till I got my 21-year-old ID.
You did it.
I was like 18, 19.
I mean, I would go to Reno's. Remember Reno's?
Reno's.
This is before your time.
You don't even know about it.
But Reno's, shout out Reno's. You guys know Reno's. But I was like 18 older, so we would go. And then after that, I waited till I got my 21-year-old ID. And then I would go out.
I think girls in Miami, they just go out at such a young, because they can. Like, they get into clubs. They get into
like you're
bars.
pretty.
Yes. Yeah.
You can be pulled
Pretty
everywhere.
girl privilege is there, honestly.
It's real?
Yes, 1000%. I couldn't use it the other day. I got very offended.
What?
You didn't use it?
Yes, because I went out with my friend and it was like really sporadic. We're like, okay, let's just go out. Let's go out and have a drink, whatever. We go out to this one place, whatever, like the guy is like giving us crap because we don't have our IDs. I was like, dude, I have a picture of it. Like, come on, like, look, my birthday was like the other day, like whatever. And then he was like, no, you need the physical ID. I was like, look, I might have it in my car, but she definitely doesn't have it and we live really far. And whatever, like, please let us in, please, whatever. The guy lets us in. I was like, okay, cool. And then we go to another place, and then the guy's giving me a hard time again, and I'm like, dude, come on, like, I have my ID here, like, what's the big deal? He's like, oh no, you can Photoshop that. I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, what? Do I look any younger than 21 to you? No, nothing. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. I could look a little bit younger.
Not a good argument.
Yeah.
It's like,
whatever.
You do.
But like in my picture, I still look like a baby, and like it just looks like Jin. Like, dude, come on, why are you taking your job so seriously? It's two girls. Let them inside the club. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's not good for business.
Mind you, like, no, there's probably other people like the liabilities. You're crazy.
Fuck all that. Your liquor license. No, let us in.
Well, I don't
no big deal.
Yeah. No, whatever. And then it didn't work with that guy. I went again to another place, and it didn't work with them either. I was like, oh my god, like, what's going on? But then I went to another place, and I had gone out with that guy too, because we're meeting up. And then he was like, oh, you guys are not gonna be able to go in because you don't have IDs. I'm like, why not? And he was like, oh, because the guy was like really taking his job seriously, and he really wanted to check IDs. Like, he was looking at my funny. I was like, dude, just watch. And then whatever, I get out of the car. I was like, wait, you wait here, and then I'll go first with my friend. The bouncer opened the door and let us in. He didn't even question us.
For real?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So it's just kind of like, but when pretty girl privilege doesn't work, it's kind of disappointing, honestly.
Pretty girl privilege.
You could just bring your ID.
Yeah, and avoid all that.
I mean, I had it, but my friend didn't, and she forgot, and I wasn't about to like go all the way back to her house to go get it.
You think it's easier being a woman? Because I feel like it is so much easier being a woman. Like, you get into places for free, you get shit for free.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
I mean, you know what's funny? Because like she knows it, and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna leverage that shit."
I am.
Leverage the shit out of it.
Of course I am. I feel like I'm a guy born into a woman's body, but like God knew what the hell he was doing, so I could take advantage of all of this.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like the least girliest girl. Like, I can't. Like, I literally cracked the code. I'm doing makeup the other day for my birthday. Like, and my code is wear a shit ton of makeup. Like, that's what I think you had to do. And me and my friends are all the same. Like, we're really not girly, like, at all whatsoever. But honestly, yeah, like, being a girl is pretty easy when it comes to those things. And when you hang out with guys, it's kind of hard because they can't get the same privileges as you do.
Yeah.
Unless they pay a lot of money for it.
A lot of money, which is just ridiculous because then you're with them and then you're like, also responsible for all their money.
You think that we can use like a pretty guy privilege somewhere? What do you think that would work? Pretty guy privilege.
Honestly, pretty guy privilege, I think, also exists.
It does exist. Yeah.
If you're pretty attractive, you also are good for business. So.
Oh, we're not. Well, maybe you.
No, I'm just trying to think. Sometimes like
you got chocolate skin.
I need if I customer
He's German,
service,
exotic.
The beard, the hair, the features. You kidding me, son?
Sometimes it's
take your shirt off right now.
No, you don't want to see that. I guess if you're an attractive person in general, life does get a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Not that we would know too much about it.
No.
You obviously do.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
We
up.
don't.
You know what the hell, because you knew about pretty guy privilege. So
Yeah,
don't
you did
hide
know
it.
about Pretty Guy
I've been told about it.
The thing is, like, she used to have his hair dyed blonde, so he looked like Odell Beckham. So I don't think it was pretty guy privilege. I just think they thought you were a celebrity.
Yeah.
And they're like, Mr. Beckham, please, yes, come inside.
Yeah. I was because I work at a restaurant and I had a diet and I would like take an order or whatever, and I heard people like, "Yo, Odell Beckham's behind you."
No.
And I'm
Like,
like,
why is he working here?
Yeah, season stuff right now.
Yeah.
I'm injured. No, I mean, I guess if you I guess a little bit above average looking, life gets a little bit easier to a certain degree. But if you're a woman, life is always easy.
Nah, what?
Not always.
No, you're a human being overall. Life is never easy. Life is not supposed to be easy for anything. In the materialistic world, yeah, sure. Sometimes I could get a couple things for free. Sometimes I could go into places for free. Sometimes they won't try me for my freaking ID. But that doesn't mean anything. Life is still hard in other aspects.
That is true. Life is pretty hard.
Let me ask you a question. Earlier you had said that you guys were sleeping on two twin mattresses in the middle of a downtown apartment, and then you decided to say, "Fuck it, let's live the Miami life." How?
Dude, we
No
had
furniture, and they're like, "Let's go."
we had like a good $20-$30 to spare each. So,
Let's spend it on drinks,
30,
baby.
60. So we're going to spend it on drinks. Yeah, fuck it. Because honestly, at the end of the day, we knew that we were going to get our apartment furnished somehow, some way. We were going to come up. But that doesn't mean that we had to be stuck in those four walls, being miserable and seeing what we couldn't accomplish. So it wasn't just like the Miami life, fuck it, like act like you have something, you don't have anything. It was just, like get out of your own head, get out of your own space and breathe a little. You don't have to, be suffering for free.
How come you moved out at such an early age?
Honestly,
how did that happen?
So I've been living with my mom since forever, and then when I had like little boyfriends, I would like move in with them and stuff. And I was living with my mom for a long time, and then my sister, I had an apartment in downtown, right? But then this woman ends up getting pregnant, and she had a 1-bedroom apartment. So then she was like already getting really stressed. She was like, "Oh, like if I cancel my lease right now, because she can the time that her lease was gonna be over is the time that she was due to give birth. So you can't have a baby in a 1-bedroom apartment in downtown." So then she was like looking into getting a house or whatever. And then she was like, "If I cancel my lease right now, they're gonna put me a ticket of $3,000. I was like, "Dude, like you can't find anybody to live here?" She was like, "You don't want to live here?" I was like, "What?" This woman wanted me to pay like $1,900 rent by myself, and I was like, "Dude, like I've never seen that money. Like I just figured out how to start paying a car, like whatever." And then she was like, "You could do it. Like do it." And I was like, "Okay, all right, fine. Let me try to figure out how to do it, whatever." And I actually I talked to one of my friends, and me and him lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with 2 twin beds for like a good 6 months. And we split half and half. Very hood rat. Yeah, it's literally that. 2 twin beds in a 1-bedroom apartment. And he moved in with me, and we both pay like $800 of rent.
$1,900. You can't find that anywhere, bro.
Nah,
No.
dude,
Not today.
Not today. Today's disgusting.
Aren't they raising the rent to your studio to $1,900?
I saw that.
Yeah, my studio is right now. I'm locked until August. Mine is $1,600 for studio, and then for right now, if you were to like lease, it's $2,050. Like,
are you serious? It went up again?
it's $2,000.
For the studio?
It's $2,000. Yeah, it's $2,000.
That's disgusting.
And then a 1-bedroom is $2,300.
Yeah, my boy lives deep in Kendall, and he went from $1,300 to $1,516 because he stayed. But if you wanted to rent like brand new, it's like $19,000 to live all the way in Kendall.
That's
Yeah.
horrible. I would
Kendall.
hate that.
Like
No
it's
offense.
insane. The money I pay now, I could have been living in probably next to you like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but once
Yeah.
that lease has to get renewed.
Yeah.
No,
like-
when that lease got renewed, it was ridiculous because we like thought about like, I don't know, like if we kind of just want to hash it out like a little bit longer because, like that moving out would mean like we would get our shit together. I have my room, he has his room or whatever. Or me live by myself. The rent went up to like $2,300. From like $1,900 to $2,300. We're like, what the fuck is this? So then whatever, we were...
It's not that bad still, but
Yeah.
No, but it's still bad when you're like considering that you were barely making $1,900,
yeah.
That's true.
So,
That is true.
but whatever. And now it's hard. It was really, really hard. But it was a growing experience. And then after that, once I was out, I was like, I'm not going to go back in. Like, like I'm going to be put in this situation. I'm going to figure it out. And then I talked to one of my friends that she actually wanted to be the one that moved in with me in that moment instead of that guy. But she had like a boyfriend, so whatever. And it was just kind of awkward if you have a boyfriend and you live with your roommate in the same bedroom, twin beds. Like he was a grown man. It didn't make any sense.
In the same, yeah.
So then at this point, she didn't anymore. So I was like, okay, let's move it. And then we were looking for apartments and looking until we found that one. And that one didn't ask too much of us. They didn't ask for any proof. They didn't ask for anything. So we're like, okay, this one's it.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this content, please head over to Patreon where you'll be able to watch the full episode, get exclusive content, and watch all of our episodes at an earlier time.
Yeah, so Coffee Breakup started, being a short little break within your day, whether morning, afternoon, night, for you to get, your information, 30 minutes, nice and easy. But obviously, as we're expanding, more guests, more episodes, longer episodes, we want to make sure that we can put that in a little space for those who really want to enjoy those episodes. So head on over to Patreon where you can subscribe for a small little fee. It'll help us continue expanding our business and giving you that same content that you guys really want to follow us for. So again, thank you guys so much for everything. We couldn't have done it without you. But again, head on over to Patreon, check us out, see if it kind of tickles your fancy, and
we appreciate your support.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Thank you guys.
Later.
Ciao.